your shit. Don't worry about what I do. I get dubs, son. I get dubs. I get dubs, son. W's. And you about to give me one too. You about to give me one too. It's called victory. Come here.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, it's all good, but you gotta get points. You got 8 points, playboy.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation.
You got 8 points, playboy. That's not gonna win it. You can get all the yards you want. Yards don't amount to points. Points is what you got to get to win.
Carr now on first down. He sets up the
Think that little bullshit gonna work? Hell no. I get some game plans, cuz. You can't come with little bullshit think you're gonna beat a motherfucking pro. You're not gonna beat me.
All that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to
come here.
Influence him. Make him think that you're doing something else.
Good shit. You get the sun shines on the dog dance every now and then. It's not gonna get you the dub, son. You can have all the limelight. I don't want limelight. I take dubs.
They come out here in the eye. Now Carr with
that's what you about to give me.
Able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
All my head said just for motherfuckers like you talking shit. I'm like, I'm gonna give me one so I can talk shit. Cause I ain't gonna keep letting these bums talk shit to me.
Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough.
Well, show me. I'm from the show me state, Missouri, son. Show me. Don't talk about it, be about it. No, that's bullshit. Ain't gonna work, son. You better try something else. You better try something else, son. You better try something else, son. Good shit, good shit. You gotta cross the end zone. First downs, you gotta cross the end zone, though. That don't mean shit. First down means nothing. Get some points. Get some points. Get some points. Get some points. Hey, you still got 8 points. All that shit you talking, you still got 8 points. You still got 8 points. When you're done talking. You still got 8 points when you're done talking.
19 yards on the pickup.
You're still losing when it's all said and done.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because
no, is that where it goes? Is that where it goes?
Love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage. Now they'll run.
Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations. You're getting closer, but you're still gonna come up short.
The Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right?
Yeah.
Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
We got good play, huh? Rope that shit out. Them tosses don't mean nothing.
They need to go back to the drawing board as they fail on the 2-point try. And the Bills are going to recover.
Come on, Sydney, move out of the way, girlfriend. You can't just walk in front of the TV and stop. Keep going. Keep it moving. You keep it moving. You keep it moving, little girl. Move. Move. I'm not playing. Move. Don't give this bum no motherfucking chance to win.
That they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Good D. D. Good D.
The collision there jarred the ball.
D. Good D.
Second down.
I'ma try to, but you couldn't get the motherfucker. I tried to get the ball.
Changes here as the D-line separates some. Now it's Taylor. Flushed out right. Room here to run.
I'll take that. I'll take that. First down. Just keep moving the ball. That's the key to the game. If you can't stop it. Huh? Well, it's going to keep working. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm not stupid.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Signal for a timeout. It's just their
Thank you, Mr. V. Thank you, Mr. V. Thank you, Mr. V. Thank you, Mr. V.
Now McCoy.
Thank you, Mr. V. Thank you, Mr. V. I'm going to get the dub. That's all that matters. Playboy. I'm gonna get the dub. That's all that matters, son. I'm gonna get the dub. That's all that matters. You're gonna take a L. That's all I'm gonna prove to you. You're gonna take a L. What? You ain't taking an L today? Yeah, right. You're taking an L. Hey, I'm going to take it. It's called points. Points win the ball game, numbnuts. Points win the numbnuts. Punk-ass nigga. Hey, it wins ball game, sucker. Yo, sucker-ass nigga. Sucker-ass nigga. All you got to do is do it. You got to do it, though. That's the thing, sucker-ass nigga. I'm not going to let you do it. Red. Show me state, player. I represent the show me state. You can talk a good game, but show it to me. Yeah, right. 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 Come here, bub. Come here.
Make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop.
Talk shit with the best of them, son. You don't know me, player. You don't know who you fucking with.
Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
I'm weak as fuck, but I'm about to beat you, so you weaker than fuck. If I'm weak as fuck,
they're not quite as
come here.
Down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack.
Is that your best offense? Good luck. Good luck, Playboy. Good luck, Playboy. Good luck, Playboy. If you think that's gonna win the game.
Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I ain't quiet, nigga. I talk shit all the time.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's got time.
I'm not taking this shit.
Cooper, and it drops down incomplete.
Bum ass should have fucking picked that shit off anyway.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50
I can't hear you.
And guess what?
Thank you. Oh, really? Oh, bullshit. That should have been a drive-by, sucker. Fuck, they let you catch it off the tip after you stepped out of bounds. Fuck.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Carr now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field.
No. No Hail Marys. No comprende.
But that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second down following the incompletion.
Oh, it's weak.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. Only 3 yards.
Try 57-yarder if you think you got it in yourself.
The gain is the 33 on third down.
But you ain't tried it, so you see it, you ain't good enough for it. Give me the pick, fuck!
Did not let him get downfield.
How many hands do I gotta get on the ball to get it? Let's make you think about it. Take your weak ass three.
They call a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Boink!
Won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain.
What? He gets the ball back?
This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
Okay. I'm from the show me state, player. Show me you ain't gonna let me score again.
Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
You didn't fall for that junkie too, did you? You fell on your face!
So guess what? You adjust yourself.
Whatever, sucker. Talk a good game. You must be from the East State. Now you quiet, motherfucker, church mouse ass. I can't hear you! Huh? Let me turn up my bell tone, cause it sounds quite quiet in here. Nigga, talk a good motherfucking game, but you fuck with the wrong one today, nigga. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the motherfucking gun, is it? Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the motherfucking gun. God damn me.
And the medical staff will attend to it.
No, you're not going to. Really? Really? You going to tell me this motherfucker didn't get a yard? Come on. Oh, suck-ass play. Okay. Know what you do here? The old reliable.
They'll try to sneak with Taylor.
Really?
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. Dan Carpenter now for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
Yeah. When I get this dub, I get this dub on your weak ass. I'ma get this dub on your punk ass. I'ma get this dub on your punk ass. So whenever you done talking, you take this loss, sucker. Matter of fact, I'm done talking to you. You ain't on my level. I'm done talking to you.
This one is a fair catch, a signal for and taken. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Carr turns, hands to Murray. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle, it's Holmes. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. First carry here for Taiwan Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Roberts with it over the middle. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
Whenever we meet with coaches, and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block.
And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Raiders are back within a score. And it's up and good. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
Super toe.
Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Right side complete. That's Woods. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And that is incomplete. Rex Ryan's decision does not pay off. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles. Latavius Murray, 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat and...
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. He's at the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, 60 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
On second down, Taylor. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Woods, 64 yards. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for two. Taylor going to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this will wind up being a poor decision to bring it out as he's out of bounds shy of the 20. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
That was second down run for Murray. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
All right, here we go.
On first down, Murray found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
All right, here we go. Wide 88. Wide 88.
A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll take this up over the... And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now third down, less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Carr keeps it on the sneak. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Now a give. This is Murray. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We're getting mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. They'll flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
To throw is Carr. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and fourth down coming up. Here's Marquette King now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 15. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And here come the Bills. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great off. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Steelers going up against the Eagles. So with that, we'll send you up to the link. Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. As we hand it over to our broadcasting team, I'm Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. On first is Wentz. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
On second down, here's Wentz. This one complete left side to Green Beckham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Second down now after the incompletion. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And this is Ertz with it. Right side. It was a big game for Hurts in that losing effort last week against Washington. 112 yards on 10 catches. First time he topped the 100-yard mark this season.
And they've been waiting for that for a while in Philadelphia, haven't they? Because Zach Ertz has the combination you want in today's NFL for a tight end. The ability to get downfield, the shiftiness, excellent hands, yards after catch. They've needed that to help out their rookie quarterback, Carson Wentz. Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
To throw is Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 54 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. Now I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. First and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Benny Logan able to drop him for a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger surveying the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And out come the Eagles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Wentz on third down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
All right, here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he hits his man, Matthews. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. A handoff left. It's Ryan Matthews. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Screen pass to Sproles. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And his first carry, he loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
In the Buffalo snow, it was a little tough for Antonio Brown to get going. 5 catches, 78 yards. For most guys, that's, hey, pretty good game. And you just expect more from Brown. But, hey, Bell had it going on the ground.
They didn't need to use him to the extent that they normally do because of what you said. Le'Veon Bell 236 yards rushing. But when they did throw it to him, it was over 15 yards a catch. Antonio Brown, when he catches the football, he gains yardage.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. On the right side, caught by Graves. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Green with a catch left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. He's got his man here. It's Green. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll bring it. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Partner, to switch gears, what a capper we had to Week 14. Cowboys losing again to the Giants. And Romeo Okwara, he came up big in that game, didn't he?
He certainly did because he replaced Jason Pierre-Paul. Led the team in tackles with 8. Consistent pressure all night, had a sack. He played a great game. How about the Jets going out on the road at San Francisco, coming from way back to win? Bilal Powell, 145 yards on the ground, filling in for Matt Forte. And Matt Moore from Miami Dolphins. The numbers aren't the key. The key is he has...
It got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and then all of them going together as one unit down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bud Dupree in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And quickly they get to the line. To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Now let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the veteran Leotis McKelvin. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Ryan Matthews. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Wentz Screen pass to Sproles. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because of what... play drive where you throw an interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. You know what I want to do right now while we have a moment? I want to hand out Charles Davis's hardware for top performers week 14.
Okay, if we're going to do that, can we start with Le'Veon Bell with the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Sure would.
236 yards on the ground, ended up with 298 overall in the snow in Buffalo, and led his team to a win.
Who else you got? I know you like Vic Beasley's performance for Atlanta.
Well, 3 sacks, including a touchdown after the strip sack. He picked it up and ran it in. And I have to mention Aaron Rodgers. Playing hurt, had a hamstring 2 weeks ago, a calf this week. The Packers are on a nice little run now, pressing for a playoff spot.
Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And it's 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. There's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get the running game going with Ryan Matthews. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. The veteran Brent Selleck, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles. And it brings up 4th down. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
This will be taken very short. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will take this all the way up past the...
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, 2 quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Falcons going up against the Titans. With that, let's get up to Tennessee. We're standing by in Nashville, our Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now Ryan on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
It'll go as a gain of 12. Well, Murray, he pretty much was the offense for the Titans in that win over Denver. 21 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown. Offense was hard to be found in that game.
Hard to be found. But that's the type of game that DeMarco Murray really shines because he finds ways to affect the game. You're never quite sure when, stays with it, steady, and then he makes the play that gets your team into the win column. DeMarco Murray's having a heck of a season.
Yeah, he remains second in the NFL with over 1,100 rushing yards. Now Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play. On defense, the starters for Atlanta, so much pub for their offense this year. How about the defensive performance in Week 14 for these guys?
Absolutely sensational. Deion Jones, their linebacker, got his second pick 6 of the year. They now have 5 touchdowns scored by their defense all season long, which is phenomenal. And did anyone block Vic Beasley?
I don't think so. What, 3 sacks?
3 sacks, a strip sack, a return for a touchdown. A monster year for Vic Beasley, moving from defensive end to his more natural outside linebacker spot.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry from 4 yards out. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be first down Atlanta.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. On second down, here's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage. and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Antoine Blake.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Fasano here brings it in. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Murray. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. They'll get 3 up to midfield. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Second down following the run. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Ryan, deep drop. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll run here with Freeman. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
On second down, Ryan. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
Hard to admit that I used to draw portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing, moving a his arm and a fusion of man-made tools and a muse from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance, stews in a bedroom, oozing a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone amp to the yap of the magpie, unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, a little bit of backlight, black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you get to, being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod, distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light, I left some will the spirit away. I let my fears materialize, I let my skills deteriorate. Horn about a thought of what I should have been, continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. Used to paint, hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face, stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was bloom and addiction, a miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids at a minute, drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And a grew up in a linseed oil or a linen. Joy to the poison, voice to the resin. Capture a map of a gesture, back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion. Reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. Eager to fall. I left some work to bury alive. I let my means of being dissolve. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Bengals going up against the Broncos. With that, let's send you out to Denver. We're standing by in the booth, our two men who will call the game for us. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and off we go from Sports Authority Field. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. They come up in an offset eye. First carry for Justin Forsett. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
On second down, here's Simeon. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Third and long. It's Simeon. They'll set up the screen for Forsett. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Simeon. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. By the way, partner, you know who wouldn't mind seeing the Cleveland Browns every week?
I'm going to guess Jeremy Hill.
The man we just saw, Jeremy Hill. Yeah, week 7, 168 yards. And then week 14, 111 and a touchdown. Not bad.
Not bad at all. And he does find his way into the end zone despite whoever they're playing. If you look back over the last couple of seasons, I believe only DeMarco Murray is keeping pace with him in touchdowns on the ground. Jeremy Hill has a nose for the end zone.
Here's Dalton. And that's complete to LaFell. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get...
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not he came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Chris Harris Jr. is not a name that rolls off the tongue quickly, but it should. He's one of the best cover corners in the league.
first carry now for Rex Burkhead. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain.
The edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Passing, it's Dalton, and Eifert has it. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a first down carry, it's Hill, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Dalton now to pass. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. It's second down. Dalton looking. And over the middle, it's LaFell. 11 yards for number 11.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That was hit, and Dalton lost the football. And now we've got a lineman down after that last play. And they can pretty much ill afford to lose anyone up front. This is turning into a bit of a death march here. The 13th play of this drive. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, it just brings up 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Green with a catch left side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. To throw on second is Simeon. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Here's Simeon. Got him in. He finds Sanders. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Simeon. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
To the air again, Simeon. Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 48 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Dalton to the left side here for Eifert. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So an entertaining first half, and now we have hit the 2-minute warning. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now it's Simeon. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
15 yards through the air and a first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They send Green to the left on his own. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Boyd from 17 yards out. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
He got 29 yards that time.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
2nd and 10, Simeon again. Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Simeon on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd and 10, Simeon. That's caught. It's Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 catches, 126 in the yardage department for Thomas in Week 14. He was actually one of 2 Broncos to go over 100. His partner in crime, Emmanuel Sanders, had exactly 100.
It wasn't that long ago we were talking about the lack of production out wide for them between Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. They weren't getting the 100-yard games, but Sanders had a 100-yard game against Kansas City, followed it up with this one. These two guys are starting to get in sync again.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Virgil Green in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down, Hill. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Jared Crick there to get him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Throwing, Dalton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now.
Back to the ground on first. Again for Seth. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, Forsett. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Throwing on third down, Simeon. They'll set up the screen for Forsett. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just about on his own goal line. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Going down the middle, and it's complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Fresh set of downs here.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Green.
Now a first down throw, Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vincent Ray leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Here's Simeon now on second down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Watch it now, Barney. Green 30. No. Check. Patriots. Now let's go.
Simeon wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They come up in an offset eye. Passing, it's Dalton. They set up the screen to Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. It's second down. Dalton looking. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. Third down here.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Underneath here to Hill. Give him 6 on the play. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And Dalton to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, this is Forsett. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On second down, here's Simeon. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good. He's got a man complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the Bengal fans are probably saying, where has that been?
And they have to, because everyone wants to talk about having a balanced offense, but these two, Andy Dalton, A.J. Green, their connection is vital to their chances of winning.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Second down, Dalton to the left side here for Eifert. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yep.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
An extra DB defensively here. Big stop needed on 3rd and goal.
He may be a blitzer.
Dalton on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. Now 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bullock will put this one through. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Simeon. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Simeon now to throw. Underneath, he hits for Sam. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now it's Simeon. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Malaluga. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Stepping back. No matter who's on the field, defending champs, but they were able to get it done.
Weren't they 10-0 overall in this stadium?
If you include the playoffs, 8-0 regular season.
Yeah, I mean, that's really fantastic. And you're not just beating them. You're beating a crowd that's always behind their team, and you're beating altitude as well. That's a big victory.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
gonna rain. Don't worry, girl, it won't change a thing. Yeah, we still got plans tonight. We're gonna kick it, that's a given, baby, rain and shine. Leave your Sunday best at home. Be the last time you wear what you got on. Bikini top and cut off jeans. Baby girl, you know you're looking mean. She said, how we gonna make it through the mud hole? Won't you think you got swampers on my truck phone? Ooh, it's about to get dirty in the dirty South. I'm about to show you what it's all about. But don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. Pass and get Thursday. Let it rain. Listen, about to get dirty. Yeah. It's just something about a good old flood. Watching that red clay turn to mud. Sling it up, slap past the doors like a new paint job on a 4x4. Girl, you're gonna have a good old time. Can't let a little bit of rain change your mind. Let your hair down, kick off in boots. Once in your life, let yourself cut loose. Gonna get money from head to toe, clean it off, living in a swimming hole. Listen, about to get dirty in the dirty South. I'm about to show you what it's all about. And don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. That's a good Thursday. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. It's about to get dirty. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Titans going up against the Eagles. With that, let's get out to Lincoln Financial Field. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Philadelphia Eagles. Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Mariota going to give it to his fullback. This is Jalston Fowler. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. first down. Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward. Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
Mariota on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Michael Kendricks is an inside linebacker who can roam sideline to sideline and make plays.
Mariota to throw it. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Now Mariota. A bullet throw, but incomplete. They've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Mariota. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry from 4 yards out. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And a peek at the offense. And Matthews, a guy that we have to talk about.
And Jordan Matthews, Brandon, is an anomaly. Normally, a long receiver plays outside. He likes to work out of the slot. Does a terrific job absorbing punishment and catching the football.
Wentz going to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
So 2nd and 10 here. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. On 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket, and that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that brings up 4th down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, run in the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
All right, here we go.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 16 yards on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone or...
Better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And really just a heck of a catch. That's a really good receiver making a nice play.
And against a really good defensive back. Right there together and over the top, the receiver.
And Matthews has got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews from 8 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. To return, this is Mark Mariani. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Second down, Mariota. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. And that brings up 4th down.
Well, there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Point after now from Sturgis.
She asked me, do you love me? I'm like, what I told you. As I woke up, I was down and that 40, keep it funky. I keep it funky. On that pony, that's on that pony. I'm just wanting her, me up. And she just wanna let my money on my money. That came up, and I don't know. I don't know where I go tomorrow. Came up, and I don't know. I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. Came up, and I don't know. I don't know where I go tomorrow. Came up, and I don't know. I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. Yeah, I don't even worry about tomorrow. It might be some money. It might be all okay. I don't know where I'ma be tomorrow. Might be counting dough. I'll bet with your. Okay, your nose keep running and the money keep coming. Hey, I'ma keep ballin'. Hey, rock a park, ballin'. Hey, carefree. I've been living carefree. So much in the air, we can barely even breathe. Hey, I rarely worry about things I don't know. You say I'm living wrong, you ain't wrong, money long way. So think about it, it ain't nothing I don't know. All the money that I saw, I don't think I'm ever wrong. Came up, and I don't know. I don't know where I go tomorrow. Came up, and I don't know.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game is a Super Bowl 50 rematch featuring two of the top linebackers in the NFL. It's Brandon Marshall going up against Luke Kuechly. With that, let's get up to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, a rematch of Super Bowl 50 between the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw, Simeon. Green with a catch left side. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Simeon. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. Defensively for Carolina, played well in Week 14. And remember, no Luke Kuechly, no Charles Johnson, but forced 5 turnovers, sacked Phillip Rivers 5 times as well.
They got a push from KK Short. K1 Short inside had monster season 2015, a Pro Bowl player. Not the same production this year. That's what they've been counting on, and that really helped key their defense.
Let's talk about the starting lineup offensively for the Denver Broncos, and let's talk about Devontae Booker.
I always described him as a guy who ate carries in college, meaning just keep handing it to him, and he got better as the game went on. Had a knee injury his last year at Utah. Comes in a little bit older than your average back, but boys, he's skilled and talented. And he emulates Emmitt Smith in one way. Loves to keep the ball in his left hand at all times. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The ground game, Charles, is really where the Broncos need to get things going. Devontae Booker, 3 carries, just 1 yard in Week 14. They got Justin Forsett now, but he really didn't do much. They got to figure it out.
It does tell you the value, though, of C.J. Anderson, doesn't it? He's the starter that's been lost. Most people thought that Devontae Booker was actually drafted to replace C.J. Anderson. Instead, he's not able to keep up the same pace, and it's really affecting their offense. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Indeed going for it. Simeon, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Johnson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Second down carry for Booker. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. So here we go. 1st and 10 now.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, it's Simeon. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Denver. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Green 39. Green, over.
Booker on first down. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll come out in the pistol. 3rd and 2, Simeon. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly. It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down. Now Stewart on first down. And he's brought down.
Jonathan Stewart, week 14, a touchdown, 66 yards. And, earlier I asked you about Cam Newton and some of his struggles. You mentioned the O-line. Well, Jonathan Stewart had some injury time earlier this season as well. That didn't help things.
Did not help at all because running backs establish a rhythm. Week to week, they build on that, as well as understanding what their offensive linemen like to do. And with the number of guys that have been in and out of the lineup, the changes they've had, it's made for a disappointing season on the ground for Jonathan Stewart, although he does have 8 touchdowns rushing.
On second down, they run with Stewart, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. The Broncos going dime, 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points up.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Fozzie Whitaker was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And Denver getting set to take the field. The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
All right, now look at 56.
On the handoff, this is Booker. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Simeon. Norwood's got it. Complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it to Simeon. And it is incomplete. And, Charles, let's switch gears for a second. Big news on Monday. Los Angeles now looking for a new head coach. Could it be a good thing that they make this move now as opposed to at the end of the season?
I think in a lot of ways, yes, because you become...
Bass and stills in the building, flash the camera. I'ma drop the hammer. Things done changed in hip-hop, sizzle and Bobby out the slammer. Hip-hop start on the East Coast and then move west down to Bama. I'ma bring it back to New York, hold on, then throw your hands up. Pass me a cup of in the club with the juice in the get bent out. Then I'ma slide with it to my ride and head up to my penthouse. Oh, I'm not trying to take it slow, working hard, cake and dough. Open up 24, we striving for that goal. I'll stop for nothing, I will play this game that's so easily started. multiclorum, e pluribus unum. They changing climates and replacing humans and fracking soils while bulldozing forests, but they can't defeat us.
Welcome to Franchise Mode.
They could not destroy us. For the average team, CFOs are after cream. GMOs extracting genes with everyone on my TV.
You want to join? Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire.
Start your season with recommended settings. Your season starts now.
Set the roof. We set the roof on fire.
If I'm not mistaken, home team made it. 2 3s on my feet, then I pump fake. Baby girl, grab the crew. Kiss it, sweat, leave, Mr. Couldn't took it quicker. Hottest on the planet, got the place lit up. Fly, got expensive taste, sight and touch. We ain't on the same team. Cheer up.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
Money talks, you just popping off at the mouth. If I'm the topic, then the conversation hit it. Ray Shrimp getting booked up in every city. Flash out with cash, had the spaz on the waiter. She messed up my order 3 times in a row. I'm good on gas, I just filled up my tank. Now let's fill up her head and let's see if she goes.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof on fire.
Welcome to Franchise Mode.
We set the roof on fire. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof. We set.
Welcome to Franchise Mode, the best way to play through a season with your favorite team. In Madden 17, we're giving you more control and more decisions for more impact. Control the game like never before with Play the Moments, the fastest way to play your game. Take all the excitement of the NFL Red Zone channel and mash it into Madden. All the key moments of the game, right at your fingertips. Jump into the key 2-minute drives at the end of the half or when your team makes it into the red zone. It's dynamic, it's brand new, and it's the fastest way to play Madden. Now that you have more control of the action on the field, we've added meaningful ways to game plan against your opponent. Carefully selected from your opponent's play.
Set the roof on fire. So bad, swimming in my bed. Off with it, off with it. Young Slim, get it in my infrared. Come and hit the rain, I just lit the gas. Young wild winning, living fast. Stashing money in a brown paper bag. We set the roof on fire, then we flood it out. We just threw the money up, we ain't even count. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it in my speeder, girl, I'm nothing, messing up my speech. I'm $1 million player, baby, nothing's at my reach. I'm $1 million, like I hit the lottery.
Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second.
I just filled up my tank. Ahead and let's see if she goes.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof on fire.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Welcome to Franchise Mode, the best way to play through a season with your favorite team. In Madden 17, we're giving you more control and more decisions for more impact. Control the game like never before with Play the Moments, the fastest way to play your game. Take all the
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddies, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south.
Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second.
From the country, yes sir. You know we're straight out of that long.
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right.
In the middle of nowhere, nobody going home tonight. Till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight.
Your season starts now.
Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. It's a kind
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
of dirty roads, nobody got no money. Got them signed up, pickup trucks whistling at them from the country, yes sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40. In the middle of nowhere, nobody going home tonight. Till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Woo! You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads, nobody got no money. Got them signed
second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been pacified. I'm a piece of... It's a point of pride. I'm the super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. don't make no difference.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Bills going up against the Panthers. With that, we head up to Charlotte. We'll hook Brandon Godden and Charles Davis at Bank of America Stadium. Gentlemen.
This will be taken short, and he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Now Newton on first down. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past.
Ted Ginn's going to go. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn, 91 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back. And sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. On first down, it's Taylor. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down. Here's the offensive unit, and heads up, look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in. Out on the perimeter or going inside.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a 1st down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
And the tight end Olsen, right side. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone? And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And the Bills' offense comes out ready to take over. After the interception, here's Taylor. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
It's real easy to talk about Thomas Davis coming back from multiple knee injuries, but he wants his play on the field to be the story. And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now, McCoy, he needed just 51 yards to get to 1,000 rushing on the season, but didn't make it. Only 27 yards. Did have 81 through the air, though.
It is interesting when a guy needs a milestone, and it's Pittsburgh's defense, they tend to rise up and play pretty well, don't they? They have a lot of pride in that organization, and it may not be a vintage Steelers defense, but it's hard to run the ball against them. But as you noted, McCoy does find other ways to advance the ball. 81 yards through the air in this game.
He did have a rushing touchdown on those 27 yards as well. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And this is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
20.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Over the middle here to Brown. A gain of 32 that time.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catching.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kyle Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. To throw on second down is Newton. He's got time. Dancing to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And it's third down. Uh-oh. To talk about your old spot, the secondary, very key here in this one.
Yeah, you have to cut me off because, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
Third and long, it's Newton. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. Now it's Taylor. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out. Taylor now to throw on third down. Hard throw, incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They'll try and power it in here with a fullback, Felton. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They go play action here on first down. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
They come out here in the eye. And the inaugural carry here for Fonzie Whitaker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. And Dixon from 8 yards out, and the Panthers add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 1 man on the backfield. That's McCoy. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Okay, well, we have a second here. Let's talk NFC playoff picture. If it ended today, Cowboys, Lions would have the bye, then the Bucs, Giants, Seahawks, and Falcons all would be in.
And let's break it down just a little bit farther. Let's talk about the NFC East, which looked like an absolute lock for Dallas, and it might still be. But the Giants are still there. Remember, they own the tiebreaker over the Cowboys if they finish in a tie. And in the NFC South, Atlanta and Tampa Bay are going to come down to the wire.
Neck and neck. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that.
And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah,
and now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Newton on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made.
Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Newton now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. 1 man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
play of the half. It's Taylor. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. Well, a fun league-wide story, no matter who we're covering, is Detroit. Another come-from-behind win for Matthew Stafford and company. They're now 9-4 this year.
How about 13 games? 12 of them they've been behind in the fourth quarter. 9, as you just mentioned, they've won. And Matthew Stafford's the key reason why. He has to be in the discussion for most valuable player, the way he's rallied his team. And I'm going to flip it over. There's one other guy we've got to talk about from the AFC side. He had a rough game in his last out against Kansas City, but Derek Carr has had a magnificent year, and the 2 of them are both playing hurt. Injuries to their throwing hands.
Here's Taylor to throw.
I know the focus is LaShawn McCoy here, but the defense is doing a really nice job. He's nowhere near his normal yardage total in this game.
Yeah, such a prolific rusher, well up over 6,000 for his career. How've they kept him down?
Well, a lot of gang tackling, getting to the point of attack with a number of people, not creating any creases or cracks for him to find his way through. As you know, with that agility and vision he has, he can always pop a big run.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Hunter. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How do you get much more balance than this? Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And he's got his tight end, Clay. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles Clay from 13 yards out. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, my goodness. I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
Here's Newton now on second down. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
They give him 12 yards and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Wake up. Come on now.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Final minute now of the third quarter. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. After the run, Newton going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
20.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Newton to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Ted Ginn. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No, he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down. And they're going to speed things up here. On second down, Taylor. Right side complete. That's Woods. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Taylor will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it's first down, Buffalo. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, it's Taylor. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off.